Good evening everybody and welcome along to Inside Line Racing, and this time we are at Interlagos for the Brazilian Grand Prix, where it hosts the penultimate round of the championship. First held in 1972, it wasn't part of the F1 World Championship then. Some season in real life has made for some great championship deciders, including 2008, the famous Is That Glock situation. And we also got a championship decider, possibly could contend with an ILR3 Xbox tonight. It's a two-way horse between Steerage and Hamilton, have been first and second for most of the season. I'm Jess, and joining me in the commentary box, as per usual, is Jack. Welcome back.
Yeah, hopefully I don't screw it up as much as I did last time in the interviews, but yeah. Brazil's normally pretty good. It's a bit dark, so I'm not sure if we're going to see rain to the end. So, yeah, the fastest laps, if it does rain, will probably be now.
Yes, I think so, and I think we've got a weather report from some of the guys, and it looks like it's going to be a dry race unless it all changes and it can be something magical or something like that. But you never know, it is starting to brighten up a little bit. We've got everyone at the moment on the super soft tyres, which is probably not the best tyre to be on, but probably a lot of people would go for the sauce. But I'm riding on board with Steerage actually, and this is the person who can win the title today. If he gets 5th or better, if Hamilton wins, and if Hamilton goes 2nd, he needs to finish 9th or better. But if Hamilton finishes 3rd or lower, he wins the title. But Hamilton's had very good form over the last couple of weeks, so Steerage...
I think Zillion's just been blocked.
Oh. Zillion...
By one of the Saubers?
Yeah.
I think it was Barry.
Yeah, it was probably Barry in the other side, but yeah. We got a nice 18-man grid tonight. That is pretty good, because last week we had 15, probably because everyone was on their little holes. Steerage just set the fastest lap so far, but I think we're going to go and see some more times faster than that. We've seen times go into the early 1:07s last night, so we could see...
A 1:08.9 on mediums, though, is very quick indeed. I mean, I did a little bit of time trial before this, just to see what times were like. And my best was a 1:07.3 in time trial. So a 1:08.9 on mediums in qualifying with more fuel is very quick.
It is quick. That just goes to show Steerage is probably one of the greatest drivers out there, and he really needs to get a good result tonight. But if they get a 1-2, pretty much that's Steerage's title anyway. It doesn't matter where he finishes as long as he doesn't go lower down the field. He has had a few DNFs, so it could all change. It could be decided in Abu Dhabi, but it's more than likely going to be decided tonight, as we've also got some other we got 3rd place in the championship on our hands as well, between Jason and Dun Thunder as well. I think that's still to be decided. And also I'm aware, if Red Bull don't get within 50 points of Williams win the Constructors, so potentially 2 titles could be wrapped up tonight, but then one that's most likely going to be wrapped up is the drivers. And interestingly, everyone's going on the mediums right now. That is very strange.
Let me go through, because no one's set a lap yet. We don't know what tyre. A lot of people haven't set a lap yet. Their tyre's not popping up. I'm just going through to see how many people. Yeah, most are on mediums. I've just cycled through. There's one on softs and one on super softs. Everybody else is on the mediums. The person on the super softs is Blazing Slender, and the one on the softs is Atlantis. Everybody else is on mediums, as far as I can tell.
Yep. No, Atlantis saying he's on supers on my screen.
Yeah, go to his camera though. He's definitely on softs.
Ah. I had
It's because he hasn't set his lap yet.
Yeah, right, okay.
In qualifying, it's because he hasn't set his lap yet. It doesn't show. Can I just point out, look at the gap between P1 and 2.
Holy moly. And we thought it was going to be Hamilton, but it's not. It's the Force India of JJ Rocks, who just goes into the pits right now. How did he pull that lap time on a set of mediums? That is crazy. I wasn't expecting that from him. He is making a statement, so I can see him do well this race. But I said that last time about in Mexico when he did rubbish, so not going to say anything more. As I think...
No one's really been making many mistakes so far. That's a surprise to me, because Brazil's quite an awkward track in the sense that there's not really a defined setup that you need, because you've got two really long straights, but then at the same time you've got a really tight complex in the second sector of the track. So it's just about compromises, really. Do you want to be good in this part of the track, or do you want to be good in this part of the track? It's pretty much impossible to find a setup that's really quick in both. So you just got to sort of opt for one and then be quick. So in the race, you'll probably see people that are really quick in a straight line, and those who aren't quick in a straight line will get away in sector 2 again. So they need to make corners count as much as they can.
There he is. It is quite it's a really fun track where we've seen a lot of battles, but it can be quite tricky towards the end of the lap as well. But one thing that's going to make battles more interesting tonight, there was a new patch that's got released at the beginning of this week about the tyre temperatures, which pretty much is now the same for all platforms. So that's pretty much going to be a relief for the drivers, but it might shake things up a bit in the order as well. So I wonder how they're going to cope. That means that we could start to see drivers that we don't see push a little bit, but there could be some people that start to be a bit more conservative. We'll just have to find out, as no one's gone above the one at minute 8 yet at the moment, but they're just on their banker laps, just as we've got 10 minutes to go of the session. And it's good to see a few people in the chat. Nice to see as Atlantis, I think, is in that right now. There's someone that's just stopped on the track on sector 2. I didn't see who that was. Wow, Infinity 186 on the supers. I think a few people can go a bit faster than that, but obviously, Steerage, don't forget, set his times on the medium. So compared to what he set on the super softs, there's not really much difference, but Leopard can definitely find a bit more time there. But don't forget, there's only 9 minutes left to go. So their first laps are usually just to make sure they get used to the track.
I don't think it's an overall slow time from Leopard. I think it's more just a extremely fast time from Steerage and Rocks, because I think, if anything, that shows there's not that much difference between tyre compounds around this track, because you've got people on supers being matched by people on mediums, so
that's crazy.
I'm not too sure. We've got Ados going very slow. Oh, he's run out of fuel.
Oh no, so he'll probably be starting quite low down. Where is he now? He's 5th. He's 5th on a set medium, so I wonder if these guys start on mediums. I wonder if it's going to work out. We are starting to see times come on the board quite quickly. Zillion on the softs with a 1 minute 8. I don't know what the difference between the softs and the supers. Do you know? Because it's around about, I think it's around about 5 tenths of a second, maybe.
Because it's quite a short track, and it has got fairly quick corners. So the faster corners tend to, well, in real life it would make a much more difference in the speed of the corner, but in this game it doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. Slower corners seem to be worse, make the difference in tyre compound. Because it's faster corners, I would have thought it would have been about 4 or 5 tenths of a second, because it is quite a short lap, very short lap actually, around Brazil as well. But I think it's probably actually the second fastest time, just behind Austria, if I can't think of any others that are faster than this, apart from Austria.
I can't think so.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, Austria was like a 1 minute 4, almost in the 1 minute, I think. But I don't think there's any others that are faster than that. So, yeah, I think that's why I like it so much, because the cars go very fast in a straight line around here. And if they get too hot very quickly, it can cause some serious instances. Dillian almost sped in the pit lane there. Thank God it didn't happen in the race, as Barry, I think, is just starting his flying lap on a set of mediums, I believe. Yes, he is. Oh no, on the softs actually. I need to keep changing it to fit it, because then I'll know what tyres everybody's on, but I'm not. But anyway, 7 minutes to go. Most people in the pits, including the top 5. Hamilton, interestingly enough, is 6th, but I know Hamilton's going to turn up the party mode soon and shock us with a low 1 minute 7, and possibly Steerage as well will probably do the same. Or will Steerage be a bit more cautious, knowing that he doesn't have to do that bad? Because he can't lose it tonight, obviously. Because if he loses it tonight, he's still got Abu Dhabi. Whereas if Hamilton gets a bad result, then it's over. So Steerage has got nothing to lose tonight, but Hamilton must get a good result tonight as well.
Actually, looking around, and the amount of people that I've seen with their fuel light on. It just shows that people are just going for one lap and then coming straight back in again. None of them are risking it. That's very wide there, Leper, mate.
Yeah, that was interesting. I think that was. Luckily, he was on his out lap anyway, so luckily that will be his lap time invalidated, and he just almost went off the track again. It just goes to show how, even though the patch did come, people are probably overestimating it, and I think that's what Leper is doing. I think it's only got reduced by like 5, so not that much, but very decent amount. Excuse me, my throat's just going. But anyway, Atlantis just left 1 minute 8. No one's gone on the 1 minute 7 yet, but it could be quite late into the qualifying before we see that. As I think Blazing Slender's just gone 1 hour. It's starting to get very sunny around Brazil, so that means the track is going to rubber up ever so slightly. So it's very important that they get their laps in as quick as possible. That was very tight from Blazing Slender going through this past sector 2. Not very fast sector 2. I think. Oh, maybe it was a 17.5. Well, it's not actually that bad sector 2 from him. And I usually see people go on the 18. So he's going into the pits. He's slowing down. So pretty much everyone's in the pits, apart from Easy Fusion, Leper, and Atlantis. And Easy Fusion looks like he's on a hot lap, I think. Yes, he is, unless he proves me wrong. Yes, he is on 1. He's got the DRS plateau, he's on high DRS mode. And he stays in 10th. He was 14th and goes up to 10th. So, pretty good position. Leper, that was a little bit of a lock up there. That's probably costed a little bit of his lap time, but he's on the flyer as well, I believe. And he's in the pits as well. Easy Fusion's the only one not in the pits. Everyone's gone to the pits now, so very quiet on track. I've never seen that in ILR3, but we probably will see the last 3 minutes. Loads of people go swarming out of the pits, so watch out for that.
Yeah. To be honest though, the times are actually really close, because I think if we get the shaky laps out of the way, we go all the way down to 13th with Barry. Everyone else probably could improve. But yeah, think about it. Barry's done a 109.8. Improved by 0.8 of a second, which you certainly can do, and you're up into 10th. So, and then 809.2 for Easy Fusion. If he improves by just 0.5, then he could be up all the way to 3rd or 4th. So it's a very close field. Not much room for error at all.
No. I know ILR4 yesterday, it was separated by a 1.5 seconds, which is probably the closest I've ever seen. So this is the closest I've ever seen ILR3. If it's going to be like this now, just watch until next season. But it does depend if we get any new drivers this next season in season 5. Obviously, it will be our season 3, as I think Titan Prime is just about to start his lap. He's the only one on and out lap at the moment, as well as Dark Phoenix, I think, just come out of the pits as well. So I wonder how Titan Prime is going to be doing. I'm actually just going to check the standings pretty quickly. As Titan Prime in the championship is 15th. He's been scoring a lot of 8th and 9th places at the moment. His best finish was in Russia, where he scored 5th place. So he's been consistently in the points, which is, I think, very good. Better than what I would have done if I was racing, to be fair. But he's in a Mercedes. He needs to sell that now, because otherwise it's going to cost him towards the end. As we're already seeing Leper, JJ Rocks, Atlantis going out of the pits. Due to the fact it is a short lap, they can go out of the pits pretty late and make sure they get their lap in. I thought we had a yellow flag, but that was someone slowing down. AGH is on a out lap as well. Titan Prime just going through sector 2. It doesn't have any corner names, unfortunately, on the map I'm looking at. So all I'm relying on is turn numbers, and he's just going through the start.
Let me have a look.
Just go through the start, finish straight. It looks like he's almost going to go into the pits if he doesn't. It looks like a fast one now. Is it going to be validated? Yes, it is. 10th place for Titan Prime. So very good qualifying lap for him. I'm just going to get the gap. There we go. I think the only person not close at the moment is AJH with 4.8 seconds down on the pole time. But look at that Lance and Zillion, a 65,000 of a second separate between them. And everyone's going out. What a surprise. I did say they were going to go out late into the session, but they always had a lap time anyway, so they can afford it ever so slightly. So you know, it's going to be very tight for the traffic if people go out at the same time, because if they don't get any clean air, that's going to cost them. As we just seen a Red Bull go a bit wide. Oh, that was Gilbert. If Gilbert doesn't...
Sorry, carry on.
If Gilbert doesn't... He needs to get a good qualifying position, because obviously the constructor's still on the line as well. And they need to be 43 points within Williams. Otherwise, Williams will get the title here in Brazil. So, Gilbert basically needs to get another third place. And then basically, so obviously Hamilton or Steerage might get first and second. But it could all change. Oh my word, Steerage... Oh, that's not going to help Steerage whatsoever. Has he got damage or something? Because I think there was a Haas that was forced off. No, Steerage is going to...
He's going to try and go again.
He's going to go again. Luckily, he has more time anyway. He's going to be the last person to set a lap. Well, where's Hamilton on the track now? He is on the last... Oh, that's a very fast set to two, I can tell you that. He's on the fast one. Is he going to turn up the notch? Yes, he does. A 1 minute 8.2 for APS Hamilton. That's just what he needs right now. As, yeah, he's going to be the last person to cross the line. So I think he will have another shot to complete a lap. Atlantis has got another chance. Unity doesn't know. He is going to start on the back, and so is Barry. Well, Barry's 16th anyway. Rapid, last week's winner, will be starting at the back as well. But we did see Rapid climb those positions last week, and he got the win. So anything can happen. It doesn't look like Atlantis on a very fast one either. Who is on a fast one apart from Steerage and Hamilton? I think Leper's on one. I'm just going to follow Steerage actually, because he's the furthest on the lap. Oh, he's 3 tenths up on that second sector there, so he's looking quite quick as well. Dot Phoenix has just retired. Steerage is going through the last sector now. It's going to be close. Is he going to get pole? No, he's not.
No.
90 thousandths. So Hamilton could afford to go into the pits, but Hamilton's going even faster than he was in his last lap.
He's run out of battery though.
Wow!
Just an improvement.
107.9, the first person to go in the 107.9. And he's celebrating now. I think no one else has him. No one else is going him through. So yeah, pretty much Hamilton's got loads of poles this season already. So yeah, I knew he was going to turn up the notch towards the end of qualifying, and he done that. He just what he needed, and yes, the guy in second place in the championship is going to be your pole man for today's Grand Prix. Should be interesting. Now, let me just check the statistics actually on how many poles Hamilton's had. That'll be Hamilton's first pole. Hamilton hasn't got a pole all season. Steerage has got 5. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at the stats. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think it's updated though. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check. I'm just gonna check, but they haven't updated qualifying. But anyway, let's look at the standings. Hamilton's got pole by 3 tenths. A very good fast out there on the softs as well. Pretty decent. I wonder if they would have gone faster on the supers. But anyway, Steerage in second, ADOS in third, JJ Rocks in fourth, Atlantis in fifth, Zillion in P6, Leper in P7, Titan 5 in P8, Blazing Slater in ninth, and Dun Thunder rounding up your top 10. With the top 16 separated by almost 2 seconds, with Rapid and Gilbert not setting a lap time there. So, I'm already looking forward to this Grand Prix. And will Hamilton do enough to make sure he can take this title fight to Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, it should be pretty good. I mean, majority of the people, unless they have an accident here, will be on the one stop. The two that are on the, I think there's 3 drivers on the Super Soft. Can't remember who they are off the top of my head, but they will almost certainly be doing a 2-stop. But I'm not too sure how the update would have affected how quickly. Thing is, the tyres never used to go off. No. They used to heat up so much that you couldn't use them after 3 laps. The softest compound, you couldn't go near them. And I just looked up the corner names for Brazil. and I'm not even going to try and pronounce some of those names.
Okay. So, we're just going to call it by turn numbers then. That's probably why they haven't put it in the track map, because it was going to be hard to pronounce. But I know the supers lasted quite a long time in Brazil last night. I think it was about 10 to 12 laps. So, and it is a 30,
Wow, okay.
and it I think it was, or 7, I can't remember. But it is a 36 lap race, so anything can happen as we're just going on the formation lap now. As we got a mixture of compounds, we only got 2 people on the mediums, and that is AJH and Gilbert. But and we already got a few disqualifications already. That was from Blazing Slender and Zanardi. There wouldn't be an ILR3 Xbox race without disqualifications. Oh, that's not going to help steerage.
A lot. We haven't got to turn 1 yet. Good job, lads.
Oh, God. And, yeah, that's going to be intriguing on how they're going to stretch those medium tyres. But they're in towards the back of the field, so they've not got anything to lose. The top 4 are on the softs. Atlantis, Leper and Blazing Slender on the supers, as well as Rapid. Zillion, Titan Prime, Dumbthunder, Dark Phoenix, Jason, Fusion, AJH, Zanardi, Barry are on the soft as well. Obviously the top 6 as well. So a mixture here. Looked like there was a lot of people.
Yeah.
It feels like there was a lot of people racing out in the formation lap, but they got to be careful because they want to warm their tyres up. But they are about to approach the final corner and get their track position, but it's going to help Hamilton more because he's warmed up his tyres more, whereas steerage is stuck on the grid with possibly colder tyres than Hamilton. So my prediction is Hamilton's going to get a good start again.
I mean, that's one good thing I like with F1 2018. The formation lap this time round actually matters. I mean, if in F1 2016 and F1 2017, if you actually looked after the formation lap, everybody's tyres were the same temperature. It didn't matter that you just went around heating up your brakes and your tyres and keeping your engine cool. Everyone started at the same temperature anyway, so it was just a complete waste of time. Here, it actually works. So here we go for the start then.
Yes, as the last few drivers are ready and raring to go for the penultimate round. Hamilton needs to win or finish second in order to keep his championship hopes alive. Can he do it? We'll find out in 36 laps time. We got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights here in Brazil, and it is go, go, go. And looks like a pretty even start for both Hamilton and Steerage going into turn 1. But Hamilton's got the edge, and looks like Steerage almost got caught. Oh, Steerage just got caught in that little incident there, but luckily no damage so far. But JJ Rock's getting a good start as well. But with all these, as Renault has been at the back of the field, that's Blazing Slender. Yes, he's in the back of the field, but Hamilton has got a dream start right now. We definitely need where he needs to be right now, but we have got some battles already forming as well. Titan Prime has dropped it as well into 12th, so it is quite difficult to gain position sometimes. Oh, we do have an issue. What is the issue? I can't seem to find it.
I saw Easy Fusion go into the back of AJH's Sauber. He just didn't give him any braking space. He's just locked up. I think that's Titan Pro going on the inside of Jason. I saw them going side by side up the Roman Grosjean Ocon corner, as I'm going to call it. And yeah, it was fairly undramatic start. Steerage didn't get the best start, but I'm feeling that might be because he was stood on the grid for such a long time. I saw Renault going off in the background as well, a Blazing Slender. I think he just locked up and went a bit wide, and he's dropped back massively as a result. ILR3 Series is actually trying to get around Atlantis right now. JJ Rocks hasn't really gained all that much on Hamilton, but Hamilton, he just got a monster start. He just pulled away, tried to block Steerage off a bit. There was no need anyway, and just, yeah, he's sort of running away with it at the moment.
Yeah, and that's what you need to do. I think he must have thought that the tyres were going to work out well, but Steerage, I think, is a little bit too close for comfort right now. Probably not where he was expecting right now, but if he drops another position, then it would cause a little bit of an issue for him. Oh, as one of the 4 seniors has gone wide. That is, I think it was JJ Rux or Ados. I didn't quite see who it was, but those 2 battling for positions. But whilst those 2 are battling positions, Hamilton's already pulling away by 2 seconds, and on the set of softs as well. So He's having a monster season towards the end. It'll be his 4th or 5th win in a row. I'm losing track of how many wins he's got in a row, to be honest. There's a Titan Prime is going.
Steerage on Atlantis.
Oh, steerage on Atlantis, and looks like steerage. I think he couldn't quite get it. Oh, that was close from both of them. I think Atlantis had to let it go ever so slightly as they go through the Senna S corner. I know that's what it's called. We also got the Haas of Leopard trying to make a move on Zillion as well. Almost a bit of touching wheels from Atlantis. Oh, but it looks like Atlantis
is gone.
Oh no! I think there was a mistake on his own, as I think it was. Let me just get the slammer shot on the lap. It's a bit style sector 2 by the looks of it, and yep, he is struggling. I do see some other people, and I completely forgot about like this. Let me just get positions gained right now and see who's gained the most positions for our Supercharger award, and that is Unity Gilbert. So he's got our Supercharger. Yeah. And I think what he said in chat, or what one person said in chat, I want to start in last place so he can get the Supercharger award. it might have been Unity Gilbert, I don't know, but it was someone that did start in last. But good game, mate, good game. But anyway, Atlantis has got the first penalty of the race. As Zillion is going to try and make a move on Leopard, as Leopard manages to hold on. Zillion getting very, very fast going through the Senna chicane. That's the only corner I know what it's called. Zillion's going to take the right-hand side going into turn number 4. Oh, that was a bit of banging wheels. And Atlantis is out of the session, so he is not going to take any further part. As Barry, I think, is going into the pits as well. So I think he must have had some sort of issue right now as well. But apart from that, I think pretty much from 1st to 5th, the gaps are still not enough for them to be in DRS range, but anything lower than 5th, there's still great battles going on right now. As we're still seeing a train from 5th to 8th, so all the way from Leopard, Zillion, Dark Phoenix, Dumb Thunder, and AJH. And Dumb Thunder really needs to finish higher than Jason to make sure he claims that 3rd place, because he's still got that 3rd place up for grabs in the championship, because he could possibly get in ILR2 next season if he does that as well. So, because I think the winner of ILR3 gets automatically promoted to ILR2. Not entirely. Oh, Leopard's made a mistake. Leopard's made a little bit of a mistake there into turn 2, which cost him a little bit. That's probably going to give Dark Phoenix more of a chance. Zillion almost made a move on Leopard there, but decided to back out of it. He's got
Wow, that was clean.
Dark Phoenix.
Not that. I was not.
Not like that, Dark Phoenix, mate. He is down in P9. Oh, he's got a 5-second stop go for some severe collision with AJ. So, no. Can we? I really don't want both Ferraris to be out of this Grand Prix. It was just like testing this afternoon where Ferrari couldn't take. What? Dark Phoenix must be a corner cut.
JJ Rocks.
And JJ Rocks is out as well.
He's done a close on.
Oh no! Final corner. Final part of sector. Well, first part of sector. Final part of sector 2. First part of sector 3. But he was off the track, so so that means Unity Gilbert has gained 10 positions. Just goes to show that he's high caliber. So
yeah, when I said that was clean a minute ago, I wasn't talking about the move you're on. I was talking about Jason on AJH. He just literally, it was a bit of a dive bomb actually. When from about, I'd say about 20 metres back, wasn't actually that far, nothing about it. Up the inside, locks a bit of the front left, gets a move done. AJH goes wide, comes back on, doesn't see the Ferrari in his way, and then clatters right into the side of him. So I'm not too sure how that's going to go down, but yeah.
And AJH is going into the pits right now. Not sure what tyre he's going to go on, but Jason is. Oh, we got two the rivals for 3rd place battling each other as well. This is going to get exciting, I must say. But whilst the battling was happening on, Steerer just moved into 3rd place. So I think because of Leopard's trouble as well with Dark Phoenix as well, I think that's what caused Steerer to go into 3rd. So Steerage is where he needs to be right now in order to secure the championship here tonight. But it can all change as we go it is not over yet until the checkered flag falls. So at the end of lap 36. So you're going to go through the start for the straight. Jason has got DRS on Dumb Thunder. Bit of a look up from Jason there. But Dumb Thunder almost taking a little bit of a different line there. Going through turn 2 now, going through a bit of turn 3. Dumb Thunder taking the middle. I think Dumb Thunder's on the defensive on the left-hand side. Jason decided to take the right, now the left. Oh, that was almost ended in disaster, but luckily it didn't end in disaster, because if it did end in disaster, I wouldn't be a happy bunny, I must say. Oh, that was almost like a brake check there. That is not how you want to do that, but I don't think there was any damage, I think, from these two. Oh, they're side by side. Jason, I think, got it done.
What a move.
No, that was a bit of a lock-up from Jason. Yeah, Jason had a bit of a lock-up, so that's costed him.
He's come out of it done, though. There we go. He's round.
So Jason has now got 6th, but Dumb Thunder is not going to give up in a hurry, because he wants his 3rd place. He doesn't want to fight for it in Abu Dhabi, I must say. So he must get it into contention right now. Just about everyone, most people on softs, and Zillion's almost lost a place to Leopard. Leopard's being a little bit too clumsy today. He's banging wheels quite a lot, so I wonder if he needs to be a bit more cautious with his moves and knows that there's people that have a little bit of space, but I don't know.
To be fair, through I watched the move, watched sort of the middle and the end of that move. I think Zillion on defence locked up his left front. That was close.
That was
his
close.
Left front pushed Left Infinity a bit wide, and since the next corner is a sharp right-hander, he had less radius to get around the corner, and of course that is going to push you wide anyway. So it was no wonder that Zillion had to get onto the curb. Ooh,
that was very tight, but I think Zillion could get it. I don't know. Steerage is now within DRS range of ADOS, but Hamilton's already pulling away 3.5 seconds. He's a machine out there right now, I must say. But I wonder if the people on the supers have pitted yet. I think a few of the people on the supers pitted early. Leopard still has to pit. I wonder if he's struggling a bit on his tyres, as the softs are coming to its own for Zillion. And I think that's why Leopard's making a bit aggressive moves. Oh, Dumb Thunder's just got a time penalty. So
ILR3 steerage is also on the back of ADOS.
Oh, so he's found some more time there. I wonder if it is because ADOS was struggling, or was it because steerage just had outright pace. I'm very tempted to say it might be both, but I don't know, as they're going through this very tight right-hander here. As ADOS is doing very well in this race so far on those serve softs. I think he's also known for managing his tyres quite well. We are starting to see a lot of fastest laps on the 1 minute 10s, but we've seen race fastest laps usually around about 1 minute 9 towards the end, but I think that was when someone was doing a softer super strategy, so I don't think we'll see that many people doing that strategy, but it does depend on how well they can manage those tyres. As steerage is on DRS straight, decided not to use it at the moment. So that means he's going to get another chance on this straight of turn 3 on the centre S. He's going to take the left-hand side, and he had no trouble with that move. No trouble, easily done.
Yeah, I don't think ADOS defended too hard because, of course, steerage and Hamilton have a title to battle for, and I don't think ADOS wants to get too involved. And there's yellows.
Barry's out of the race.
Barry.
I didn't see where that was because I was following steerage's battle with ADOS. So
I've gone more with Jason, see if I can see where it was.
I think his car probably must have cleared out a little bit.
You know, the long left-hander, and then it's into the sharp right-hander. It's between those two corners. He's got oversteer coming out the long left-hander and up the hill.
A lot of people can get
Easy
caught
mistake
out.
to make because
Leopard, Zillion, very tight. Zillion, I think, eventually got it done, but I wasn't that surprised, to be honest, because Leopard's tyres are starting to run out, and
he's pitting.
He's pitting right now, so Zillion, I think, didn't need to challenge him for the move, but he's all right now, so he's good. He's good as we're on lap 11 on this Grand Prix, and things are already starting to heat up already. Oh, what's happened with Rapid? I didn't see him retire. Did he not start the race?
No, I don't think so, because his name is still classified as in, but I don't know what happened to Rapid. I don't think he started the race at all.
Oh no, that is unfortunate for him. So he won a race last week, and unfortunately he's not going to win another one. Barry's left the session. He is not happy whatsoever. I'm just going to see if there's any other battles, possibly Blazing Slender and Leper. Leper's gone on to their medium, which I think is the best call because the softs will probably run out a little bit more than the mediums. They will have to play a few laps later to do that. So I think Leper is in for the one stop, I think, as Blazing Slender is around about 8/10. I think Leper's having connection issues because he's 1 bar on my screen. So, that was Blazing Slender taking a different line. I think he either oversteered or understeered. Ados getting a 3-second time penalty. But I'm not surprised we're seeing a lot of these guys get time penalties at the moment as we almost get to the halfway stage. As Blazing Slender is going in. No, I thought he was going to the pits for a minute there, but he wasn't. So he's been on those supers for 11 laps now. But I think that was the same as Leper, I think. Some
people's pit windows, as you can see in the bottom right hand of the screen, if telemetry's on, that green spanner means that their pit window is open. So I'm not too sure if the game anticipates these tyres are going to deg quite quickly, but everything seems okay at the moment. Don't think we'll see anybody pitting probably until about lap 14, 15. It is a bit early at the moment.
Yeah.
If we do see pits now, it'll be quite surprising because it'll be 12, 24. He is? No, he's not. He slowed down like then he was going to go into the pits. Never mind. So if they did pit on that lap, that means they would have to do double the distance on the mediums that they did on the softs, and I just can't see that happening.
No, I can't either. So it's going to be very tight, I must say. But I wonder if the softs are going to last longer due to that patch as well. So that's what I'm wondering from possibly the likes of the top 6 who have started on softs, who have been on those softs for like 12 laps now. As Unity Gilbert's lost another position, as Zenardi's out up into 7th. So obviously if he hasn't pitted yet, so he's got to make up some ground. As Leper's got another time penalty as well. So Leper's down in 10th and lost 3 positions. And Blazing Slender is going into the pit. What is he going to change into? Let me just check. Tyres. Mediums. And Dartfield's in the pits. Dart. What? On my screen.
Oh, he's left.
On my, literally, I was on board with Blazing Slender. Dartfield has had a 5-second penalty for speeding. He said on my screen he retired, but you're still going in the pit lane. That's what confused me ever so slightly. Don't know what happened there. Don't ask me.
His AI has come out of the pits though.
Yeah, so I guess he's probably had enough, I think, but I'm not sure. Anyway, Easy Fusion. Been on those mediums for 10 laps, so he's obviously doing a medium super stint, I think, which is what he's going to do. Probably go for fastest lap. Zillion is going in the pits. What? Zillion on the supers? Zillion, are you sure, mate? Are you sure?
Wait, what did he
start on?
Unless he's reverted his strategy over.
He started on softs, but I wasn't expecting people to go on the supers if they were going to pit about 3 or 4 laps later than him. So I thought Zillion was going to go and stay on mediums, because the supers last 11 laps. It could possibly be done, but they are going to start to run out with 2 laps to go. It's going to be tight.
Yeah, if they do last 11 laps, then he'll go 11 laps to 25, then he'll go another lap, 11 laps to 26. Yeah, so a Super's strategy from here will work, but you have to got to do that extra pit stop, and it's just a question of will the Supers make up that extra pit stop than just going on the medium tyre? I'm not too sure it will, and I think
that's intriguing.
He's tried to do the strategy in an attempt to try and catch the top 3, but I'm not too sure it's going to work.
No, I don't think so, but we have seen a few people in other leagues I've commentated that have done just that, but some of it's worked, some of it hasn't. But if I was them, I'll probably pit around about lap 16, 17 to almost certain make sure that at pretty much lap 17, 18 will mean that it will last about 9 or 8 laps and that'll be perfect, because obviously that will make sure you'll have better tyre deg and will last. And nobody else is on the supers I've been on for a long time. AJ's been on the supers for 8 laps. Zillion obviously has just pitted. Eidos in third still to pit as well. We haven't seen any sign of the leaders pitting right now. And if you just join us, I'll give you a quick reminder of the championship standings. I don't think there's any battle. Let me just go on board with Unity Gilbert just in case that battle starts to develop soon. But basically, in this situation right now, oh, Hamilton and Steerage going to the pits together. Is Eidos pitting? Yes, and Jason, I believe, is going to pit as well, or is he going to stay out? Jason's pitting. Dumb Thunder, is he pitting? No.
No.
So he's staying out, but let me just quickly go through the championship permutations. If it stays like it is now, if Hamilton wins, Steerage will need to get 5th or better to win the title. If Hamilton is second, Steerage needs to gain 9th or better. And if Hamilton's third or lower, then Steerage wins the title. So at the moment, Steerage has done enough. Wow, Hamilton got a very good pit stop there.
Yeah, the gap hasn't increased at all, but the gaps have played out that he's come out ahead of Dun Thunder, F1 Zanardi and Gilbert, and Steerage has come out behind them. So he's got to do 3 overtakes in order to get a run on Hamilton. But by the time he's done those overtakes, he's going to be even further behind than he was before. So Steerage with a massive... he's looking up on Coles as well. He's let Zillion through.
Hamilton and Steerage on a set of mediums. I thought they were gonna go the supers, the softs towards about lap 17 and 18 and go on the supers, but they thought it wasn't going to last very long. It might have been their plan all along. Oh, Zanardi and
Dun Thunder tried to go in the pits side by side and they just put each other in the wall.
Yep. So I think the only person Steerage has got to pass is Unity. But don't forget there is still a and also Zillion as well.
Gilbert and Zillion side by side. Zillion makes easy work of that.
Yeah, Zillion is in P2, so he's not that bad right now. But
Zillion has called this right, you know.
Yeah, I think so. But it's going to get to a point again, like I said, that the supers are going to start to run out. But I think it was in an Oceania race for one league where I've seen someone qualify on the lowest compound, the hardest compound, then go on the softest compound to the end, and they got like from about 10th to 2nd place. So this could be an interesting tactic. As I think Steerage is not challenging Unity, I think, because he knows that Unity's got to pit. But if he doesn't make the move soon, if Unity is not going very fast, he's going to...
Unity's defending for his teammate, that's what he's doing.
That is strategic moves right there from Gilbert. If I was Gilbert, I would definitely be in that position. So that is good team orders there, as Gilbert is definitely bringing them being the win man, because obviously they want to win the Constructors as well, as looks like the Constructors will still go to Abu Dhabi if things stay as they are.
Ooh.
As
Steerage has done it.
Yeah, Steerage has done it. So as it stands, Steerage will win the title, but we have seen in some cases where the title just goes away from one person, until the next race. But you never know. But at the end of the day, if Steerage doesn't win the title here, he's going to have more of a chance to win it in Abu Dhabi, I think. So, because obviously you'll need to be in a lower position to do that. But
Zillion, that's not going to help, mate.
Zillion has gone off the grass a little bit there, so he's on. I think he's only been on his tyres for 4 laps, and I wonder if he's pushing a little bit too hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a time trial thing or what, but that curb has a very bad habit of... It's not an auto spin curb. There are a couple of those in this game, such as the fast right-hander at Bahrain. But that curb it sometimes does it, sometimes it doesn't. I have a feeling it's because of how wide you get. Get wide enough, and you have the accelerator down, it'll spin you. But have the accelerator down the same amount and don't go as wide, and you'll be all right. So that curve could be pretty dodgy, we'll admit.
Yeah, and if they get a little bit dodgy, it can cost them. But meanwhile, this guy we haven't followed much is Hamilton, and he's got a yellow fuel warning at the moment. So I think he must be on quite high fuel at the moment. So I wonder if Zillion is going to play an interesting strategy to steerage as well in terms of the championship. But Zillion wants to score some points as well, so he wants to run his own race. But I think if steerage stays where he is, and there's not much going up behind, he's going to be fine. As Unity will probably pit in around about 2 laps time to go on to a set of supers, I think, to the end. That could be interesting to see if he can push that to the end, see if he can make some audacious moves, but we'll find out.
Every now and again, Zillion gets oversteer going through turn 2, and I think he's going to save it, but he's pretty good at driving with what looks like a high ballast, so props to Zillion. But of course, with that high ballast, and because he's also on the supers, they're going to be getting quite hot pretty quickly, so he's going to have to pit right on his window.
Yes, I think that's what we all have to do, because otherwise it's just going to have some issues. So, as he's doing all right with his ERS at the moment, though. But at the moment, as far as I'm aware, no battles at the moment. But we can potentially see some going towards the end, as we're already seeing Unity Gilbert dropping from people already. So, is it at the time where he's going to pit? I think so, but it's an interesting call actually. They've got to be 42 points clear of Williams in order to, or 43, sorry, in order to do that. So it's gonna be tight. I will be probably doing up. Oh no, that's not gonna help Gilbert at all.
Oops.
Look, Gilbert's got a 5-second stop go for speeding in the pit lane. That's not the first time I've heard this, I must say. But yeah, that's costing him quite a lot, as Jason is running on lower fuel as well, so he's got to turn it down a notch as well. As oh, we've got another penalty from Blazing Slender there, 3 seconds. So not the best, I must say.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to do speeding in the pit lane here, because you're coming in at such speed, and because it's not as that pit lane used to be a straight line up to the pit. For some reason it's not anymore. I think they've moved the pit lane further up the pit straight, so you've actually got to turn and brake. It's quite difficult because you've got to brake, turn, and then because you're likely going in there with worn tyres or tyres that aren't meant for the conditions anymore if you just come off wets or going onto wets. So it's just so difficult to slow down in time. There's things like shadows as well. You can obviously misjudge it. There's those of AstroTurf, so you can lock up. So it's an understandable mistake from Gilbert.
That's probably a mistake to be held, really, to be honest. It's going to cost him a bit more time, and he's going to drop down so many positions. We will be checking penalties pretty soon as well, because it could make or break the constructors. At this rate, Williams will win the title as well, so there will be 2 titles crowned in one night, so that'll make the last race a little bit more fun. As I feel we got a yellow flag is set to 2. It's Blazing Slender. That was, I think he did it on his own accord by the looks of things, but
Up the hill where Barry binned it.
Yeah, I think he must have got damage there. So I already see a lot of debris off the track already. Yep. But the damage could have been worse. He lost a little bit of his end plate, but let me check the back. He lost a bit of his wear. Yeah, it could have been worse. So he's running a bit slowly, so he is trying to avoid obviously everyone else. As I think he's getting lapped as well. So I think he's had enough, Jack, by the looks of things, as he's making too many mistakes. I think he's the one who's not been getting those super soft tyres right. And yeah, he's going into the pits. I wonder if he's going to go on to the mediums till the end just to be on the safe side.
I mean, he might not even have another set of softs. I mean, it's quite an annoying mistake because I've done it before on new tyres, and it's so frustrating because you know you've just come in for a new set of tyres and then you've got to pit again to get a new set of tyres and the front wing. So you've just lost yourself, including both pit stops, your spin-off, you've probably lost yourself a good minute at least.
That is quite a lot. Oh no, Gilbert, mate. No. He's got another time penalty. Yep, you're not going to win the constructors if you keep it like that way. But anyway, Fusion's out. Fusion's out. So, I swear that's the same place Barry and Slender's binned it as well. That is a very common place to bin it.
Yeah, that is not because they were going up to the hairpin. That was just on the exit of the hairpin, and he's actually spun round quite violently because that is very close to the exit of the corner. So he must have done it pretty much instantly. But yeah, it's a pretty odd place to go off. Can't say that I've ever seen anybody do that. But of course, no place is a completely free error zone. You see people binning it on straights, see people binning it in fast corners, slow corners, wherever. So yeah, unlucky for Reezy Fusion.
Yeah, that is unlucky. I feel quite bad for him, to be honest. But that makes it our 7th retirement, because obviously Rapid didn't even start the race. We've got around about we've got about 11 laps to go, I think. Yeah, no, 12 laps to go, or 13. I don't know, my maths is wrong. Don't blame me. As I think Unity Gilbert's probably going to struggle a little bit more as he's got Dumbrunner right behind him as well. Ooh! Zillion's tyres must be giving up. As he's gone.
Oh, it is his pit window.
Is
The
it?
super softs. It is his pit window. So yeah, he's obviously pitted right on the window. He's going to come out on another set of supers. I would have thought. Yes, he is.
I wonder how long those tyres actually last. How long that lasts on those supers then? Probably not very long. So we thought that strategy's going to pay off. Obviously not Dumbrunner getting another time penalty. I'm not really going to count. I think the only people not to get penalties are the top 3. So the top 3, they're running their own races right now. They're not even close to one another. So they're just running like time trials at the moment. That's why we haven't been seeing much of them right now. And this man, Steerage, is about 11 laps away of being crowned champion if things stay as they are now. Steerage just can't make any mistakes. And then he's champion. As long as he finishes 5th or better, which looks like he's going to do anyway, as Leopard's like 10 seconds down the road. So
I think, unless there's no interference with like a safety car, the best spot Zillion can get now is P4. Because he's 1.5 behind Jason. Jason is 3.3 behind Leper, but Leper's around 10 seconds behind Ados. So
yeah.
strategy didn't pay off completely for him.
Yeah, so I wonder, he's already closing up to Jason though, so I wonder if he's going to get fastest lap. He's about, he's 1 temp down, no 1 temp up actually, my bad, on his previous best, so looks like he is aiming for fastest lap, so he does want a little bit of glory going towards the end of the session, and we've seen some good racing, but we have seen some racing that has been not the best from these guys, and we'll probably see a few inquiries go to the stewards, to Charlie Whiting at the end of this race, as Zillion just easily made that move. I don't think Jason even challenged
Yeah, I think
move.
Jason actually let him pass there.
I think she knew he was on a faster tyre, and I think Jason was like, you got this, mate. And which is the best place, 'cause I think Jason's ahead of Dumbrunner anyway, he's got nothing to lose, and he's still got Unity Gilbert behind him as well, and Jason's on a harder tyre, so he should be fine. And Ados, I think, has got his first penalty. Zinni getting the fastest lap of the race. So much has happened towards the final 10 laps. Who you think is going to win this race? And is Steerage going to stay where he is to get the title? Just let us know. And Barry's just put something in chat. It says, taking out lost front wing. Push too hard, have a spin. And yes, Barry did bin it, so that was unfortunate, Barry, mate. But glad you're still in the chat, still supporting us. And I'm just seeing, oh, Zanardi not that far from Titan, but he's low on the ERS. But I think that's why he's lowering his ERS a little bit. So he's doing quite well. So pretty decent pace from him as.
Zillion is gaining so quickly on Leper at the moment. I think he didn't even finish a lap yet, and I think he must have gained about 2 seconds, and he's within DRS, I'm pretty sure. Must be.
Maybe his two-stop strategy might work, actually, a little bit, because he wants to gain a few positions. I think he's been making good moves, but I think Leper's been a little bit too aggressive, so props to Zillion for doing ever so well in trying to do this, and at the moment he is a great contender for driver of the day, so he's going to do ever so well pushing these tyres to the absolute limit, as he's already over the back of Leper right now, and he's going to catch up to Rados as well, and possibly Series, and potentially Zilly could get second.
Whoa!
Oh,
wow, that was a dive bomb.
That was a dive bomb.
Close dive bomb.
Whoa, he's done it. He's done it. Don't know how, but he's done
Fair
it.
enough.
Wow.
No contact, no fuss, just clean down the inside. I think he might have tried to put it back up the inside, but he knew he was on much older and harder tyres. There wasn't much point. But of course, he is on much fresher and softer tyres for Adolf, so if he catches him up, it'll probably be in the last lap of the race.
That was a different Leopards going into grass as well, so Zillion's around about 10 seconds behind Ados now. But yeah, it will probably be the last lap of the race until he catches Ados. So the best he'll get is third, which will be good. Because actually he might get third if he catches up, because Ados has got about 1 or 2 penalties. So if he gets it up to about 6 seconds, the gap, he can get a podium. So I think that's what he needs to do. It is not impossible, but it might be hard for him. I've already still seen debris from the Renault from Blazing Flanders crash earlier. So I think the game doesn't like getting rid of off-track debris. And apparently Gilbert's had front wing damage since that one. They didn't even fix it for the pit stop. Wow.
Yeah, there's a problem with having it on auto, because if it's severely light damage, like if it just goes from green to light green, they probably won't fix it. To make sure they repair that front wing, you've got to flick it over to yes in the MFD, otherwise they won't touch it. And yeah, about the off-track debris, the reason the game doesn't clear it is because if you go off track that far, you are probably going to go in the wall anyway, so there's not really point in getting rid of it.
No. So that's why I think Unity, I can still see a bit of that. I think it must have repaired itself in that last pit stop. But I don't. No, Stewie just got a penalty, but he's all right at the moment because he's 5 seconds clear of 3 seconds clear of Ados, and he's got a penalty as well. So he's all right at the moment. So as long as he doesn't get another penalty.
See a bit of damage on Gilbert's left side of the front wing.
Yeah,
I think he's losing a few turning vanes.
Yeah, I see a bit of that as well. It's annoying that the game doesn't do that, but lesson learned for when you do a race, guys. If you have front wing damage, set repair to yes. That's what I'm going to do if I ever race in ILR next season on PS4. So, if I ever do, which I don't know. They haven't decided they're doing another tier yet, so most likely I'll be reserved. But that's what I'll probably do, as that's what some of these guys will do as well. But Unity Gilbert, he is not going to gain that from Moss ground. Zillion gap to Ados is now 8 seconds. He's definitely on the roll, isn't he? He is pushing to the limit. So, oh, nope, he's got, no, looks like he's got a bit of the rev glitch for me. No, he hasn't, I don't think. No, he's not.
Well, Zillion's going to have to be careful, because if he gets another warning, him and Ados are equal on penalties at the moment. They've both got 2. But the difference is, Ados hasn't got any warnings at the moment on that penalty. Zillion has 2. So if Zillion gets another warning, he may as well say goodbye to P3 if he ever does get there, but I don't think he will anyway.
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone's got penalties now, and I thought USA was worse, but obviously this track is even worse enough. I'm not that surprised Unity's got a lot of penalties. He's already losing a lot of downforce already in the curve, which is costing him that penalty anyway. So that's going to lose him so much time, and it's more like a damage limitation race for him. And I think the yellow flags are mainly for him. But I did see a sector 1 yellow flag pop up on my screen, but it was gone now. So
I'm really not sure for what that was.
yeah, it might have been someone slowing down. I'm not entirely sure, but the only person was going through sector 1 was either AJH, Titan Prime, Zanardi, or
I think it was
Dumb
AJ
Thunder.
getting out the way for Hamilton.
Yeah, because obviously they were lapping, I think, at the moment as well. So, oh, Jason, I think, has got his first penalty. Or he might have got more penalties, I don't know. Not entirely sure. But I think for some of these guys, it's been a race of attrition to make sure they make it through to the end. But it's a shame we haven't seen that much battles towards the end, because I like Brazil, but sometimes it is racing, and sometimes you don't get that much battles. As Hamilton needs to be careful on his fuel gauge right now. Steerage is now Hamilton's already pulling the gap to 6 seconds. He is definitely a fast driver. I wonder if it's going to be a bittersweet moment for him though when he crosses the line, knowing that Steerage is behind him. I wonder what he's going to finish at.
I'm honestly not too sure, because the gaps are so big and they're sort of, I don't know, warping. You know, somebody will catch up loads and then they'll fall back. Because from what I've heard, people have been doing quite a bit of practice for Brazil, and that's the problem. You get to a point where people are out their limits so hard that they can't catch up or sort of lose to one another, because they're all so consistent. They're putting in these laps. Gilbert, I saw that cut.
That's another warning, I think, from Gilbert.
You sort of get like this sort of stalemate, and you can't get any battles going.
No, so that is, and that's another warning from Gilbert by looks of things. Oh my word, he's going to get another penalty. Please don't. As I did see someone hit one of the F1 2018 bollards, but I think that's gone now. I think it might have been from an earlier accident, as we've pretty much got 2 more laps to go of this Grand Prix. Hamilton has been free. Oh yeah, 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, because I wasn't following Hamilton, my bad. 3 laps to go of this Grand Prix. Oh, that was an embarrassing moment for me. Probably more embarrassing than what happened a few weeks ago, but hey ho. Hamilton is doing what he needs to do to get this win. He is definitely on form with his wins right now, because I think Steerage hasn't won in a while. Let me just check the standings actually quickly, because Hamilton's got loads of wins throughout the past. You know, Hamilton got a win in Russia, Japan, USA, and he got 2nd in Mexico. So he's on true form at the moment. He's been getting pretty much podiums. I think his worst finish was a DNF in Italy. And that was
it just shows how it's more down to consistency than win rate when you're winning championships. Because if you story back to Keke Rosberg in 1982 when he won the championship, there were 11 different winners in that season, and Rosberg only had 1 win, and it's because he had loads of other different podiums throughout the season he became champion.
Yeah, which is quite bad. But anyway, two more laps to go. Anything can happen. Just like we saw in ILR3 last night, one of the championship rivals binned it on the penultimate lap in turn 3, and that was his championship gone. So I hope we don't see this from Hamilton, but looks like he's not making any mistakes anyway. So
we might be seeing a last lap battle here between Lepper and ILR3 Jason.
Yes. That last lap battles are insane, but I think we will, at some point on the last lap towards the end, we will need to go on board with 1st and 2nd place as well. But I think they're pretty much further back anyway. So but let's just follow this battle approaching with Lepper and Jason. As I
Actually, no. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but didn't Lepper start on super softs?
Yes.
Because so he's done a super soft medium strategy. That's brave. No wonder
that's
Jason's
what I
catching him up,
was
because
saying.
those mediums have probably fallen off the cliff.
That's why I was underestimating a little bit. I was a bit worried, and if he was going to make it or not. Leper almost made it into the pits. We're on the final lap of this Grand Prix. Jason didn't quite make the move stick, unfortunately. I think he's going to have another go going into the centre S. And no mistakes from them two this time. Leper tries to defend on the left-hand side. Can Jason go on the right? It's going to be very tough if they do. Nice cover up from Leper, I must say, to hold on to that position. Much cleaner this time, probably because Leper is on medium tyres. But Jason's on newer tyres. I don't know how Leper's managing to go through this race with 20 laps.
He's got position.
Jason has got position. Hamilton's crossing the line. He's going to win the Brazilian Grand Prix, but it's not going to be enough as Jason Steerage comes across the line. He wins the ILR3 championship for season 4. Yeah, that's season 4. I bottled that up, didn't I? So anyway, yeah, Steerage has won the ILR3 championship. He has done it in Brazil. Well deserved for him. He could go into the Abu Dhabi race with his head held high. And Jason, he's going to hold on to 5th, I think.
Hamilton's car's upside down. What on earth?
Holy moly. That is interesting. Okay. Unity got a stop go for unserved. 5 seconds stop go. Oh my word, is he? Oh my god, I can't believe Alcinani even avoided that. But let me just check the constructors, because Hamilton got 25 points. Steerage just got obviously 18. So let me just do maths a minute. How many? So I forgot what place Gilbert ended up going. Did you see?
P7, I think.
So that was, I think, 4 points? Or 3 points? I don't know. 4 points, that's it. So that'll be 339.
P7 is 6.
P7
That's where he finished on track. I'm not too sure where he finished with penalties, but we'll see now.
Let me just look at the standings quickly, because I'm doing my math to see if Williams has won the constructors or not. Because they need to be 40 points clear. So come on, standings, load up.
He's 9th.
He's 9th, so that's 2 points. So that's 2. So that's 337. So that's 337. Steerage is the only one that scored. So 363 plus 18 equals 381. 381 minus 337. So by my calculations, Williams has won the constructors by 1 point. Clear was 44 points clear. Williams got 381 points.
Yep.
And Red Bull's got 337. So by 1 point, by a whisker, Williams have done it. So Steerage has done the double. He's won the drivers and he's won the constructors. So well done to both Williams and Steerage and Fusion. Sorry about that. I didn't read the standings because it took me a while to figure that out. So let me. I will have to do short interview question, because I will have to go pretty much after this stream to set up another stream. But I will have time for an interview anyway, so do not worry. Ados is. I think Ados has done quite well, do you think, Jack? Because he's got on the podium for probably the first time in ages.
Yeah, he hasn't been on the podium in a while, so it's a good job from him. I mean, yeah. He had a bit of, it wasn't really inconsistent. He had a bit of, more unlucky than anything, because he sort of kept getting involved in other people's accidents where he just couldn't seem to avoid any. But he managed to get what he deserved here, so.
I can't find APS Hamilton on my friend list.
Go to recent players. Recent players.
Pardon? Oh, wait.
Go to recent players. I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay. I will invite Steerage and Ados then. I'll speak to Ados first anyway. I will be cutting it short a little bit, but as we've got Ados in the chat, we got Hamilton in the chat, and we got Steerage there as well. So I don't know who to speak to first. I don't know. I really don't know in this situation.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Ados, Hamilton, and then George. Stonehenge.
Alright.
Okay. I mean,
You heard the man.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
there
There we go. So this is the first time we've seen you on the podium for a long time, Ados, and well done to you. You must be pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Well, I could have been on here a few times, but the games had ways to do it against me. But it was a good race. I managed to keep pace with George and Hamilton the whole way through. So I was happy with that. And then congrats to Steerage on the championship as well. And the one stoppage worked well.
And how hard did you find those tyres towards the end there? Were you finding it difficult?
The mediums weren't too bad, but at the end of my first stint I was struggling.
So that must be. I think your best. I think your last time you got a podium. Let me just check the drivers a second. The last time the podium was in Bahrain. So pretty much the longest gap in history. Are you going to use momentum to go into the final round? Because there's no championships to contend with, but you still got a pretty decent gap between Zillion as well. Are you going to challenge Zillion for 5th now?
I'm gonna try to. I just hope I have a decent race in Abu Dhabi.
I hope you do as well, and fingers crossed for a good result. And as I've been told, I will go next to Hamilton. It must be a bittersweet moment for you, but you got the win. That you did one half what you needed to do. But how are you feeling after that race?
I mean, it was quite a tense race for me. Like during qualifying, just having to get pole. I mean, I was surprised that I got pole, but yeah. Ever since the lights went out, I just had to win. Like that's all I could do. That's all I have been doing for like the past second half of the season. But yeah, it's just George has had too many points advantage. So I mean, well played to him. Like nothing I could do, and I had a few scary moments. I'm pretty sure he had a few scary moments as well with those dangerous curbs and whatnot, and getting past traffic and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd just like to say, well done, Ados, for getting your first podium in an extremely long time. You did some good driving, but yeah, like that's all I can do. Just win races, and hopefully I can win next week.
Basically, I think the only time you haven't won was last week in Mexico. Apart from that, you won the last 3 races, so that's pretty good stuff. Now you got no championships to contend with. Are you gonna race for fun and still possibly have some battles with like Jason, Steerage, and?
Well, I'm just wanting to have fun. Like, I mean, I'm obviously gonna keep on going for wins because I want to get as many wins as possible. It just looks nice on my Twitter bio. Nice stats. But,
nice one.
Yeah, like, but yeah, I'm just looking to have fun in Abu Dhabi. I mean, there's rumours going around that we're going to be starting from the back, just to give the others a chance. And I mean, that sounds really big-headed, but yeah, we're just looking to have a fun time.
I was about to mention that as well, because I knew if Steerage won the championship tonight, he was going to do that. I didn't know you were going to do that. So fair play, and best of luck. Hope to see more battles. But now let's go to the man of the moment. Please welcome Steerage, your ILR3 champion. Well, congratulations, George. How are you feeling about gaining your first title in ILR?
Yeah, thanks, Jess, and thanks for the kind words, everybody. Yeah, it's been a tough season. I just want to firstly say, before we talk about myself, that Ados did a great job today, and he deserves a podium after the luck he's had. So, well done to him, and obviously Hamilton again with another win. And he doesn't make my life easy, so Yeah, I think maybe if he wasn't here, it would have been a lot less stressful. But
Yeah.
that's credit to him driving so well this season. So yeah, it was a little bit tricky for me. Getting a bit mauled off the start, to be honest, and I was kind of thinking this literally is a Hamilton from 2007 where I just have no luck and maybe it's not going to happen. But yeah, luckily I managed to stay calm and make a couple of overtakes back on people and just drive carefully. And there was a couple of scary moments on curbs, but I think it was more nerves. But yeah, it's nice to get it wrapped up on what's been a really fun season. So
Yeah,
looking forward to next season now.
Yeah, that first few laps pretty much scared me because I was wondering if you were going to lose positions there. But when you knew that you could take it easy a little bit and make sure you hold on to that second place.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's a weird mentality really because, like I say, you're aiming for fifth or better, so you're kind of thinking, well, I want to attack and try and win the race, but at the same time, I need to be careful. And the start I had just didn't really make it possible to fight for the win. And Hamilton's pace was better than mine. Not gonna try and say I was better or anything. He deserved the win, so I did what I needed to do, and yeah, keeping it clean, and thankfully it worked out. So yeah, I'm grateful. So it's been fun.
And starting at the back last week in Abu Dhabi.
Yes, that will be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
And also, I did my calculations at the end of the stream. You also won the constructors by 1 point, so well done to you on that as
Oh
well.
wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, because there were 44
Wow.
44
What a
points.
yo.
As well.
44
Oh
points.
really? I did not
Clear.
know. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay, yeah.
hopefully my maths was correct, but yeah, if it's wrong, I'm gonna look like a complete doofus. But yeah, so yeah, we've done the dabble really. So I do believe you'll be on the next tier up next season, as far as I'm correct. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know how they do it, but usually the champions do get move up. But if you do move up, good luck in ILR2 next season, and yeah, get a win there.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it'd be good. That's the aim. I mean, there's a lot of quick guys, but I want to challenge myself. So if I can race against them and be in the fight, then that would be great. But yeah, I want to say congrats to my teammate as well. He's done a good job this season. He's had a lot of bad luck, but he's been supportive for me a lot of the season with getting other points finishes. So well done, Fusion, and hopefully you'll enjoy the title.
Yeah, so you'll have a little bit of glory once again. Now, I'm a bit cautious on time, so Jack, have you got any final words?
No, just like congrats guys being on the podium and steerage for winning the title. Hope you have
Titles.
fun in titles, yes.
Wow, adding salt into that wound, Jesus.
Anyway, have fun in ILR2 and yeah, see you later.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you join us same time next week for the last round of the season. This has gone very quickly. Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I'll be there. I hope you guys will be there as well. Join us on PS4 on Sunday for more Brazilian Grand Prix action. Obviously, the titles have been decided out already, but there'll still be some great racing. So, have a good evening, everyone. See you next week. Good night.